So this is how we got it. So first thing to do, we open the Excel and then we name the sheet as core 1. Just we copy all the information from the example, and then right after that we set the width and height according to its information, and then to get the decimal in here we just need to drag all the way in here and then left click, right click, and then format cells, and you can choose any sign here, and then this one is decimal. You can put 3 or 4 or anything you want. So that's it. Sa pangalawang activity, ano naman ginawa ay kinopya yung lahat ng informasyon na nasa example, tapos itong huling tatlo na to ay walang sagot, kaya ito yung kukunin natin. Sa pagkuha ng sales price, ang equation na gagamitin ay list price minus discount. So kailangan mo lang ng equals C3 minus D3. Nandito yung C3, tapos nandito yung D3. Tapos i-enter mo lang, tapos i-grab hanggang dito, tapos automatic na yan na makukuha yung sagot. So sales tax, kung ano man yung nasa sales price, tapos i-multiply mo lang ng 0.05, makukuha mo na yung mga sagot dito. Equals C3 times 0.05. Enter. Tapos i-grab mo lang ganito, tapos enter. Sa total, ang kailangan mo lang gawin ay i-add mo lang yung sales price pati yung sales tax. Equals C3 plus F3. Pagkatapos nito, para ma-set yung decimal places, kailangan mo lang yung i-format cells. Ganito. Tapos, nandito yung mga sign, symbol. Tapos, dito yung decimal places. At i-okay mo lang. Sa pangatlong gawain naman ay pagkatapos namin may sulat ng mga information galing sa example, simulan na agad namin yung commission, at sa pagkuha ng commission ay kailangan mo lang i-times yung sales plus 0.04. So ito yung naging equation ko. Enter mo lang, tapos i-grab mo hanggang dito, kuha mo din yung ibang commission. Sa quarterly salary, kailangan mo na yung i-add yung base salary at commission. At okay na magkalipat-lipat yung dalawa. So ito equals C5 plus C5, enter mo lang, tapos i-grab mo dito at kuha na yung score sa iba. Sa totals, ganito, equals sum parenthesis C5 to C9, ibig sabihin dito hanggang dito. Tapos enter mo lang, tapos i-grab dito, tapos kuha na yun yung iba, yung sales, commission at quarterly salary. Sa average naman ay equals average parenthesis C5 to C9, enter mo lang, tapos katulad ng nasa taas, i-grab mo hanggang dito, tapos kuha mo na yung average. Sa highest, pwede mo na yun makikita kung saan yung highest at sino yung lowest. Tapos sa count, equals count parentheses C5 to C9. So ganito, palilima yung mga numero. Tapos pag gawa ng dalawang decimal, i-grab mo lahat, tapos i-format cells. Kung ilang decimal places yung gawin mo, i-type mo lang dito, tapos okay. Tapos save mo lang agad. Sa pangapat naman na activity ay kagaya ng nasa pangatlo sa exam 3, pagkuha ng this year at last year na nasa example. Sa pagkuha ng change ay kailangan mo lang i-subtract yung this year at last year. So ito, ganun, tapos i-grab mo lahat para makuha din yung iba. Sa change, i-divide mo yung change tapos last year. So ito, change divide last year. So ito, D equals D5 divide C5. Tapos enter mo, makuha mo yung negative. So kung sakto mas malaki pa yung nasa change kaysa last year. So negative taga yan. At ito din sa iba. Grab mo lang yan para makuha din yung iba. Sa total, para makuha yung total dito, dito at dito, i-type mo lang yung equals sum parentheses B4 to B8. So dito hanggang dito. Enter mo lang agad, kuha mo, at yung sa iba naman gawin mo para mabilisan. I-enter mo lang, makuha mo na yung lahat ng total dito. Sa average, instead ng total, equals average yung gawin mo dito, tapos parentheses B4 to B8, tapos enter. At gawin mo rin sa iba. At kuha mo din yan. At sa lowest highest, pwede mo rin ma-type yung asaan yung pinaka maliit at saan naman yung pinaka mataas. Diyan lang po.
Hello, so this is exercise 5. So we're going to start with the total column. So we're going to press equals and B4 and plus and C4 and enter. And we're just going to do that for the rest. Okay, so now for the final grade, pass or fail, we're going to click that. We're just going to press equals and if parentheses and click D for greater than 60, comma, and we're gonna apostrophe pass and apostrophe again and comma and just apostrophe fail, apostrophe again and parentheses and there, enter. So we're gonna do that for the rest like that. Okay, so now for the performance column, we're just gonna click and press equals if parentheses C4 is less than 6, comma, apostrophe pour, apostrophe, comma, and apostrophe again, okay, and apostrophe and parentheses and just enter and just do that. So it automatically. So now for the class average, we're just gonna press equals and type average, parentheses, and just select the test average column and parentheses and enter. So now for the highest grade, we're gonna press equals, type large, parentheses, and select that column, the test average column, and comma 1 and parentheses and enter. So there we go. And now for the lowest grade, equals, type small, parentheses, and select that again, and just comma and 1 and parentheses, enter. So there we go. Okay, now for the number of students, we're gonna press equals count, type count, parentheses, and select that, and parentheses again, and just enter. Okay, so now for the average, class average, we're just gonna press type equals, type average, parentheses, and select the project column, and parentheses, and enter. And for the highest grade, we're just gonna type equals, large, parentheses, select that, comma, 1, and parentheses, and enter. For the lowest grade, we're just gonna do it again, but type small. So type equals, type small, and parentheses, and just select that column, and then comma, 1, and parentheses again, and enter. And for the number of students, it's just equals, type count, and select project column, in parentheses, and enter. So now for the total class average, so type equals, type average, parentheses, and select the total column, and just parentheses, and enter. So again, equals, large, parentheses, select that column, comma, 1, and parentheses again, enter. And again, equals, small, parentheses, select, comma, 1, and parentheses, enter. For the exercise 6, I'm going to start with commissions and type equals, click D6, multiply that by E6, and enter, and we're just going to do that for the rest of the names. And for the bonus, we're just gonna type equals again if parentheses, click D6, greater than or and equal 500,000, and comma 0.5%, multiply that by D6 again, comma, apostrophe, 0, apostrophe, and parenthesis, and just enter. So there, and just do that so it automatically fills like that. Okay, so now for the total, we're just gonna click that, type equals, type sum, parentheses, and select the sales column, parentheses, and enter. And now for the commissions, we're gonna type equals, sum, parentheses, select that column, parentheses, and enter. Oops, I'm just gonna click yes. So now for the bonus, equals, sum, parentheses, select that column again, and parentheses, and enter. So there we go. And for the highest, we're just gonna equals, large, and parentheses, select that column, comma, 1, and parentheses, and enter. Okay, and now for the lowest, we're gonna type equals, small, parentheses, select that column, comma, 1, and parentheses, and there we go. So do that, do the highest again, equals, large, parentheses, select that commission column, comma, 1, comma, 1, parentheses, and enter. And now for the lowest, equals, small, parentheses, select, comma, 1, parentheses, and enter. Okay, and for here, equals, large, parentheses, select, comma, 1, parentheses, enter. And again, equals, type small, parentheses, select that bonus column, and just type comma and 1 and parentheses, and enter. Okay, so it's exercise 7. I'm going to start with the markup column. I'm going to type equals, select selling price, which is D5, and minus, subtract it to C5, the unit cost, and just enter, and I'm going to automatically fill up the other items like that. So now for the markup, we're just going to type equals, select markup B5 divided by C5, the unit cost, and just enter, and we're gonna do that again so it automatically fills. Now for the total unit cost, we're gonna equal some parentheses, select the entire unit cost column, parentheses, and enter. So now for the total cost greater than 100, I'm gonna equal some parentheses and just manually click the costs greater than 100. So oops, plus that. Okay, so parentheses and enter. So here we go. Now for the total price less than 80, I'm gonna click that, type equals some parentheses, and just select the less than 80 selling price. So there's 77, 63, 70, and 28, and just parentheses and enter. So there we go. Okay, now for the count markup, we're just gonna type equals count parentheses and select that column and parentheses again and enter. Okay, so now for the count of markup less than 20 per type equals countif and parentheses, select that column, comma, apostrophe less than 20 apostrophe parentheses and enter. Count of markup greater than or equal to 50 equals countif, parentheses, select that column, comma, apostrophe greater than and equal to 50 apostrophe and parentheses and enter. Okay, so now for the exercise 8, we're gonna start with grade. Type equals sum, select midterm to final and row and just parentheses and enter, and do that for the rest so it automatically fills. For the status, equals if parentheses, click 84G4 greater than equal to 80, comma, and apostrophe distinct apostrophe, comma, and apostrophe fulfilled, and then just parentheses and enter, and do that so it automatically fills. So there we go. Now for the average, we're gonna type equals average, parentheses, select this column and parentheses and enter. So yeah, for the average of the midterm 2, again type equals average, parentheses, select that column, parentheses and enter. For the project, equals average, parentheses, select project column, parentheses and enter. And now for the final, equals average, parentheses, select that column, parentheses and enter. So there we go. And now for the highest mark, we're gonna type equals large, parentheses, select that column, parentheses, and there we go, enter. For this, we're gonna again equals large, parentheses, comma 1 and parentheses, enter. Equals large, parentheses, select, comma 1, parentheses, enter. And again, equals large, parentheses, select, comma 1, parentheses, and enter. And now for the lowest mark, it's the same but type small, so equals small, parentheses, select the column you want, comma 1, and parentheses, enter. Equals small, parentheses, select, comma 1, parentheses, and enter. For the project, it's the same, equals small, parentheses, select, comma 1, enter. Final, equals small, parentheses, select, comma 1, enter. So there we go. Now for the number of, we're just gonna use equals count, parentheses, select, parentheses, and enter. Equals count, select, parentheses, enter. And again, equals count, parentheses, select, and enter. And again, equals count, parentheses, select, enter. So for the number of projects greater than 8, we're just gonna the project column, and equals count if, parentheses, select the project column, comma, and apostrophe greater than 8, and apostrophe again, parentheses, and enter. Sum of final mark less than or equal to, I'm gonna type equals count if, parentheses, select, type equals count if, parentheses, select, comma, apostrophe, less than and equals, apostrophe, and there, 0. So now for the graph. So for the graph, we're just gonna go to insert and click this, click the 3D column, and there we go. We're just gonna click select data, and we're gonna select this part, and there we go. Click OK, and there, that's basically, and click this plus icon. Wait, so click that plus icons to put chart elements. See, there we go. So yeah, this is the final chart. This is the final graph. So yeah, that's all for exercise 8.
Good day, sir. I'm Mr. Jancy Palacio from grade 11 Makiling, and today I'm gonna explain how we get our answers from exercise 9 to exercise 11. So first, create worksheet shown above. So we copy this format, then write it here, then rename it as Oscar. So as you can see, we rename the worksheet as Oscar, then name the cell range A22 B26 as grade. So A22 to B26, as you can see, we rename it as grade. Then find commission. Commission is equals to sales times commission rate. So to find commission, we need to multiply sales times commission rate. Then right 4 di siya muna og dire kana na siya 800. So if we drag that down, same answer. Okay, amo naman ang gi-answer and correct na siya. Example, same job na answer. Next is Find car allowance. Employees with grade D will get a car allowance 100 and others will get 0. So we use the formula if then logical test here is equals to D, comma, if it is true, car allowance will be 100, and if it is false, car allowance would be 0. And enter. So drag na po natin so same na dyan po na answer kaya correct na. Tapos pagkauman, social insurance cut. You get social insurance cut, which is basic salary times social insurance rate. So we get this by equals base salary times social insurance, then type F4 here para dili siya mo-move kani nga tiles dira na siya permanent. Enter 15, then drag down, so we get the same answer. As next, monthly salary. Monthly salary is equals to base salary plus commission plus car allowance minus social insurance cut. So equals base salary plus commission plus car allowance minus social insurance cut, then enter, then drag down para ma-answer tanan, then we get the same answer. Then in the position, using VLOOKUP, find the position based on grade. So we use the formula VLOOKUP, then lookup value here tapos table, this is our table, in what column? Column 2, then enter. So we get senior here. As you can see, A is senior and grade B is junior. Here junior. Then to get that, we need to type tag F4 dire para ang table array dili po na og, then enter, tapos paubos na to na same answer. Then next is exercise 10. Create the worksheet above under the net zone. So this is exercise 10. Exercise 10. Then we name it as zone. As you can see, our worksheet name is zone. Then using HLOOKUP, find postage based on zone. So postage, we use HLOOKUP, find postage based on zone. So based on zone, so dire dito gina siyang balik type HLOOKUP. So table array sa zone, tapos comma atong table kay kani postage mo itong ipangita. So sa 2 di sa second column, pwede na po kani sa imong table array, pwede na po din mapilan sales tax rate. Then press F4 para dili mo na dire nga tiles permanente, then enter. So we get 4, tapos i-drag down, so we get the same answer. So kung ito na i-erase, sample lang, erase, hindi pa ubos, we get the same answer. So example dire, kung zone na to dire is 5, pila man dire, kung zone is 5, so 6, actually 6 is. Next, find tax rate based on zone. Tax rate is gamit Japon tag kada ni HLOOKUP. So HLOOKUP kana, then press zone, the table is kana, tapos pababa din na, tapos sa column, isang column 3, na dito ang tax rate, then enter. So wait, i-prepare natin mo right og F4 dire kay para dili nimo na og ang table pag ipaubos din nato dire kani i-drag so enter then ipaubos nato we get the same answer so sample erase then drag see still get the same answer then next sales tax well sales tax is equals to price times tax rate so price equals there is a price times tax rate so we get 4.796 if we drag that down we get the same answer kaya wala na itabos same na pala answer total sale or total sale is equals to price plus postage plus tax rate so equals price plus postage plus tax rate is equals to 4.3 kung i-drag na to na same na answer then format all money columns for 2 decimal place among gibuhat kani ito decimal na mo ana kani price decimal 3 ay dili sakto dili sama ni sa price decimal plus total sale decimal man create header that includes your name in the left and ID number in the right section so insert then footer and header so gisat na kong ngalan HSJNC Palacio then ID here then sa footer kasi nakabutang wala na header wala lang footer then create chart illustrated above so pagkuha na mga ng kaning chart pagkuha sa chart nag-insert tapos nagkuhan made kaning chart ay kani so giingon man ang apil naman diri kay ang kaning total sale among total sale kani tapos kaning cut number si number then mo nang giana tapos press control pinapod ana tapos insert dayon kana itata kani so kana same sila ni graph yan na po so delete na ay ando lang i-ando nato na pagkuha then save the file with the name next is exercise 10 create the worksheet shown above and rename it as NTU so here exercise 11 we copy the format then NTU we rename it as NTU as you can see then format column F to percentage type column F so this is our column F so kana then click na mo ni para mag-percent ay di man ni percent kanina my bad undo then we click this one it's na percentage and next find price increase percent depending on the type price increase where's the price increase na so pag ito naman na nigamit ni VLOOKUP then type this is that erase kili mapindot false to VLOOKUP this is the type then comma this is our table then comma column number 2 then write F4 para dili mo na og ni paginaog nato ni i-drag dili po ni siya masabay og naog so enter 25% if we drag that down we get the same answer kasi mong answer the next find sell price where sell price is equals to unit price times price increase plus unit price pagkuha sa sale price equals sa to unit price times price increase. Unit price times price increase, then plus unit price na pod, wala unit price, then enter 150, then drag, same job ng answer. Then find warranty if unit price is greater than 10, then yes and no if it is not. So use the formula, yes, if, so then if unit price is greater than pila to 10, then comma yes, comma if it's not greater than 10 it will be no, and enter. Yes ang answer kay greater man siya 100 ang 120, so ito din ang i-drag, so same ang answer. Then next is find total price, which is equals to quantity times sale price. Total price, so quantity equals quantity times sale price, sale price, then enter. Okay, i-drag na to, formula na to ang answer sa uban, pa-delete, so same job po ng answer. Next, draw a pie chart between type and sale price. Type, so ito, drag na to na, drag, tapos baksa, undo, sa mukha. Sama ni sa ano na to ang sale price versus sale price. Ano day? Kalimot ko. Then control type na. Then insert pie chart. So ang itatag pie chart kani, then kani dayon. Enter na, tapos add na to mga data labels. Hindi na pagbuhat, so trang result kaniya tong result. So undo. So pwede na to delete, kinapakita naman yun sa pagkuha. So pagkuha sa to ang 9 in cell G18, find how many items with cheaper than 100. So dere G money, then 18, so dere na to ibutang. Tapos itong gamit ng formula is use the formula count if, then arrange is arrange, tapos comma dayon, our condition is less than 100 dapat. So answer is 4, so pila man 1, 2, 3, 4, so sakto. Then in cell G19, find total quantities which are greater than 20. So dere mo-drop na to gamit ng formula count if then quantity, comma, our condition is dapat greater than greater than 20, then enter. So 2, so pila man greater than 20, there are 2 so greater than 20, sakto. Then that's it. Thank you for listening, watching sir, and thank you.